Hi everyone, this is Jilly Little Zen Crone and welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for all of the likes and the comments, especially to my videos of late. I really am enjoying getting to know some new people in the tarot community and getting to go over and watch your channels. It's just been really wonderful. Today is Wednesday, so it is Tarot Wisdom Day, Wednesday Tarot Wisdom. And I have to tell you that this is take two. Right at the end of the video, the battery on my Ruby died, so I had to go plug it in. So I drew the cards. I really like the cards that I drew, so I want to keep them. The first card that I drew, and I'm using, the reason why I really want to keep these cards too is that when I did my wrap-up video, my June wrap-up video, I said that I got this tarot deck, the Everyday Enchantment by Poppy Palin, and I'm really liking it. This deck it's really deep. The symbolism is deep. There's a lot of symbolism in the deck. They are, modern, everyday images, so they're very relatable. One of the things that's difficult for me, though, with me in particular as a visually impaired person, is that the background of these images, they're painted in darker colors. And so, there's so much there, but it's kind of difficult for me to see. So I use my magnifier a lot. And of course I use my magnifier to look at the book, read the book, because I want to know all about the symbolism. So but, that's not a criticism of the deck at all. That has nothing to do with the deck. I'm really liking the deck and the images. I'm just saying that because of my particular issues with vision that, some things are a little bit more difficult. So anyway, I said that I wanted to use the book, and I am going to use the book a little bit here, I think. So I drew 3 cards, and the first card we get is the Chariot, which I think is a great card for the middle of the week. We're moving, and we're moving forward. I love this image of the Chariot because the Chariot in our Waite-Smith deck, and even in the Marseille deck, it's very symmetrical. You get this feeling of power and balance and the determination and the physical power that it takes to hold the reins and to propel yourself forward, and the concentration it takes. Well, here we have some of the same features, but it's different. She's on a skateboard, and I don't know if it's a she or a he. So they are on a skateboard, and so on a skateboard, your balance is much more precarious. You're not seated on a chariot, you're not seated anywhere, or you're not standing behind. There's no reins. You are propelling yourself forward. There's no, horses or other animals that are moving you forward. This is all your own propulsion forward. And here, you can see, she's down, so her center of gravity is low. And I can feel, as a matter of fact, right now, my toes are scrunched. I'm holding on to that board, every muscle of her body, just like in the Chariot of the traditional decks. But here again, different. She's got her arms out in balance, and you can see how precarious this balance is. So we are moving forward, but we might be feeling the thrill of moving forward and of moving into new territory, but we also may feel that little along with that thrill. And again, I'm going to go back to the movie Hope Floats and that quote, beginnings are scary. This person's having a great time, but by the same token, there's that rush of adrenaline. There's that feeling of, oh boy, I've got to keep steady. I've got to keep steady. I've got to keep my direction. I've got to stay focused so that I don't fall off. And that's like the real feeling I get from this card as we move forward this week. And then with the second card that came up, look, we get the Three of Wands. And here are these explorers. So we're going places. And this has a different feel. They're moving forward. It's at a different pace. And but the strength and the determination definitely comes through with this as well. I remember that the book said that the guide, the leader, is wearing red. And I feel like red is a very grounding color. And they're looking out and they can see where they're going. They can see these peaks. They know exactly, they've planned for this trip, and they are moving forward. They're moving forward together, and they're connected with this line. So they are all connected, and they're moving forward together. And I would think with this, with this card too, although to me this is more balanced. It's a slower pace than to me this card talks about. But still, there must be some feeling of trepidation. There must be some feeling of both exhilaration and, maybe a little bit of fear, and that being careful, being prepared. And there are the loyal dogs with them. Yeah, so where is this taking us? Where are we going? Well, the last card is interesting as well. And again, it gives us an interesting perspective. So the last card we get is the Five of Coins. Now, in the traditional deck, we see this card from a totally different side, and from it really like a totally different perspective, a totally different place. But we're still talking about people who have and people who want. And so we see this woman, I think she's a woman, I'm going to say yes, inside, and she's won. She's gambled, she's taken a risk, and she's won. But there are people on the outside looking in, and they are in need. And so to me, this whole reading, moving forward, the Chariot, and then the Three, and then also the Five here. Five is a transition card, but this card also speaks to me of balance. The balance of having and not having. So what are you going to do when you get where you're going? What are you going to do when you reach your destination? Because we are going places. There's no two ways about it. We are moving forward toward our goal. We have a goal and we are moving forward, but what are we going to do when we get there? because it looks like we are either going to be on the outside looking in, or we are going to be the person who has her hands full and has the choice. Keep it or give it. What are you going to do? Wednesday Tarot Wisdom. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I've really enjoyed giving it. I am really enjoying working with this deck. I will see you tomorrow for part 2 of my Marseille decks and Marseille type decks. They're not all Marseille decks. Some of them are Marseille type. I want to be clear about that. But you will see me tomorrow for that video. And until then, have a great day and be at peace. Take care. Bye-bye.